Okay, so now we can proceed into Fusion 360. There are just a few settings we need to check before we start modeling the aircraft. This will make the process smoother and more organized later on. Step number 1 is that we need to make sure or check the units of measurements. So I go here, I click on this one, and by default Fusion 360 is set to millimeters, and I am fine with this one. But for example, if you prefer a different unit, we could just click on the drop down menu and select, for example, centimeters, and we could just hit OK. For now, I'll just leave it as millimeters and then just hit cancel. Step number 2 is we need to make sure that the design type is set to hybrid design. So I go in here again, click on this, and by default again it's currently set to part design. Click on the drop down menu and select hybrid design and hit convert. What it does is this setting allows us to create different components for the aircraft. Since aircrafts is built from multiple parts, hybrid design, by selecting hybrid design, it helps us organize each body and the sketches used to create them into their respective groups. Here's a clear example from a previous model that I have worked on. You can see that the design type is currently set to hybrid design, and this is the components that I'm discussing about. So these components are neatly grouped bodies and their associated sketches are organized together. This makes it easy to go back later and edit specific parts without confusion. So here, if I click on this, we could see that the sketches made to that are used to create the bodies. So here are the bodies, and then the bodies, the sketches are grouped together under fuselage component or fuselage group. So if I hide them, all the associated sketches and the bodies will be hidden. Another example, let's go to the wing section or the wing component. So same scenario as the fuselage. All the bodies and the sketches used to create the bodies are all grouped here. So bodies and sketches under the wing component or wing group. So if I hide them as well, let's turn this on. So if I hide them as well, the bodies and sketches will be hidden.